guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much again for joining me. So today's video is just going to be my personal opinion on the whole sorting hat quiz taking situation. Now, there's a few quizzes all through the internet about how you get to be sorted into your houses. There's like the Pottermore ones. There's one that I took back when I was about 11 or 12, which I'll go into more detail about in a moment. And there's all sorts of just quizzes where you can go onto Google, search in for like sorting hat quiz, and it'll give you your house at the end of that. So obviously the main quiz going around at the moment is Pottermore, and obviously you go onto Pottermore, you log in with all your details, you take the sorting ceremony quiz, you enter all your details, you answer all the questions, and at the end it gives you your wonderful house. Now, I didn't take the Pottermore quiz first. My first sorting hat quiz was on a role-playing game called Hex RPG. Now, I did check, this website is still running. It's vastly different now to how it was when I was about 11 or 12 when I very first took their quiz. And it's become a whole different thing now. But it's basically an online roleplay game where you have your name, you get sorted into your house. It gives you a quiz as well, whether you're pure blood, whether you're muggle born or half and half. You can take a quiz for your wand, and then you are your own little character. But it's kind of like, if anyone remembers Neopets back in the day, I'm going way back now. Neopets was amazing. I loved Neopets. And you had your characters, and you had like, you could have a shop, you had collectible items that you could either keep or sell or whatever the case may be. It's kind of along those lines, or it was at least when I was playing it. And yeah, it's just a really cute game. You could take lessons, so you'd have all the different classes, and with each lesson that you took, you had like an end of year exam, and then you'd move on to the next year, and it would actually take you through the full 7 years of Hogwarts. Now, I only got to year 4 before I kind of gave up on the game. I was 14 or 15 at the time when that happened, and I was just like, you know, it's not something that I had time for anymore. I was in school myself, so I had my own exams and things to take. So, and those classes can be quite intense, and they had a lot of details to them. You'd have to do essays, and it was really quite, you know, full on. But I found it really fun when I did it back in the day. So definitely go and check it out if it's something that you're interested in. Hex RPG. And like I said, that's how I was first sorted. When I took that first test, it was, you had to do like an essay kind of style insert onto the quiz, and then you took a quiz where obviously you answered a load of questions as well. Now, when I first took that quiz, I remember it was me and a friend of mine that was sat next to each other doing the quiz at the same time, and we were both going, oh, let's be a Gryffindor, let's be a Gryffindor, because obviously when Harry Potter first came out, you didn't really know about the other houses. You mainly had Gryffindor with a little bit of Slytherin. You didn't really have much intel into the whole Hufflepuff or Ravenclaw houses. But I did kind of quietly say to myself, whatever house I'm sorted into, that is my house. I will proudly become a part of that house, and I will take whatever I'm given. Really didn't want to be a Slytherin, but I thought whatever house I'm sorted into, I'll take it. So I took the test, and I fully thought that I was going to be a Gryffindor. And then when it came back to me that I was going to be a Ravenclaw, I was like, oh, okay, Ravenclaw. Oh, I hadn't really thought about that one. But yeah, I embraced it, and I thought, you know what, yeah, I'm a Ravenclaw. And as my years have kind of gone on, and as I've learned more and more about the house and its attributes, I've really embodied everything about being a Ravenclaw. I'm a very proud Ravenclaw. I have every possible t-shirt, clothing, socks, memorabilia that I can possibly get my hands on that are Ravenclaw themed. If I have a birthday or a Christmas, all my friends buy me Ravenclaw stuff. So yeah, I am a very proud Ravenclaw. Now, I've taken Pottermore that quiz as well, and it actually did come back for me being a Ravenclaw as well. So in my opinion, I am a true Ravenclaw, and there's no deterring me from any of that fact. But I know from looking at the attributes that I do have some attributes that would maybe suggest that I would be a Hufflepuff. Now, this is where I kind of get to the crux, I suppose, of this video for me personally, is that people will retake these tests and take different tests, and obviously it'll come up sometimes at their original house that they were sorted into, or it'll change their house. Now, this is my opinion why you shouldn't keep taking these kind of tests. Once you've done the initial sorting house ceremony quiz, you should just take it and leave it and run with it, because as people, we are not just one thing. We are not just a specific house. We're not just a specific trait. We're not just a specific person. You know, we all have traits that kind of contradict other traits that we have. You know what I mean? Like, we're not always generous, but we're not always selfish. We're not always kind, but we're not always horrible. You know what I mean? We have different parts of ourselves that, you know, show at different times, you know, depending on what is going on at that specific moment in time. So I just think that specifically for people, we are not pigeonholed into a specific category, and that's the category that we live in and die in our entire lives. So I think when people say, oh, I'm a Gryffindor, but I'm also a bit of a Hufflepuff, if you've been sorted into Gryffindor on your very first go, take it as you're a Gryffindor. Don't worry about being a Hufflepuff. You can still have those attributes and you'd be proud of those attributes. It's not a problem at all. But personally, for me, I just think that once you're sorted, you're sorted. Like in Harry Potter, if you were to actually go to Hogwarts and you were to have that sorting ceremony and you have the sorting hat placed on your head, you know, Harry could have very easily been put into Slytherin, but he was put into Gryffindor. It didn't mean that he was saying to people, oh, I'm a Gryffindor, but I'm partly Slytherin. He's a Gryffindor. You don't take the sorting ceremony every single year that you're in Hogwarts. You know, as you go from being an 11-year-old to a 17-year-old, your personality differs and changes throughout your entire life. So, you know, it could change a million times over. But to me, once you are sorted, that's it. You're in that house, and that's the house that you should be proud of. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't be intrigued by other houses, or other houses aren't good enough, or other houses aren't as good as the one you've got. Every single house, including Slytherin, because Slytherins get an awful lot of hate, but every single house is special and unique in its own way. And when you're sorted, you should be proud of the house that you're sorted in, because that is the house that you belong in. And like I said, you can take the test over and over and over again, and it can give you several different houses. But in the real world, if you were really to be in Hogwarts, you wouldn't be taking that test over and over again. So yeah, if you're a Hufflepuff, a Ravenclaw, Gryffindor or Slytherin, you wear your colours proudly and you be proud of the house that you were sorted into. And for me personally, I am a proud Ravenclaw. I haven't been sorted into any other houses personally by these quizzes. I've always been given, or saying always, I've had 2 different times where I've taken both the Hex RPG quiz and then I took the Pottermore quiz, and both of them did come back as Ravenclaw. But it could have very easily spat out Hufflepuff at me, because I do think I have some of the traits that Hufflepuff have. But I am a Ravenclaw, and I am proud to be a Ravenclaw. And if I was sorted into Hufflepuff, I would have been a proud Hufflepuff. It's not a problem. But yeah, I've just seen a lot of it lately where people are saying, oh, but I could be a little bit of this, and oh, I could be a little bit of that. That's great. We all could be a little bit of everything. But once you're sorted into your house, you be proud of your house. This video may seem really random and ranty. It's not what it's intended to be. It's just something that I've picked up on and noticed a few times over the last sort of couple days. And I've just thought, it's worth addressing. Be proud of your house, people. So yeah, if you are new to my channel, please subscribe, even though these videos won't happen often where I'm all weird and ranty. I do a lot of more fun, straightforward videos. But yeah, if you are new to my channel, please subscribe, because I do appreciate everyone that subscribes to my channel. Give this video a little thumbs up if you don't think I'm completely mental. And yeah, if you have any questions, if you feel like you want to comment anything, please pop a comment down below. And yeah, thank you so much, guys. Bye now.